I'd like to begin by saying thank you to the Alumni Association for putting on this event, and also, correctly recognizing that much of what UMass graduates do outside of Amherst really takes its roots in what happened on campus at UMass. So, thank you again for putting on the event, and congratulations to my fellow award recipients. I have a lot of pride for UMass, whether it's rocking my UMass license plate, going to the men's basketball games, or talking to my high school students, about the opportunities that exist in UMass. I try to stay as involved as I can with the university. And I'm typically not the award recipient in my family, and so to get an email from my alma mater for this award was really exciting for me. I'd like to open with a story, if I can, about one hot August day, my senior year of high school. Classmate, my mother, and myself toured UMass. At the end of the tour, we were standing in between the campus center garage and the campus center, discussing if we'd go to the financial aid seminar. I very clearly remember saying to my mother, let's not do this. The school's too big for me. I wouldn't go here anyway. Fast forward a little bit to that fall, and I applied to 6 schools. UMass was one of them at the insistence of my parents. It was a good state school, they said, and so I applied to UMass. After receiving 5 of these letters that said, we can't accept everybody, my thoughts on UMass changed a little bit. I have a really clear and lucid memory of reading my acceptance online on Spire and feeling so appreciative and so thankful and lucky that UMass had taken a chance on me. I kind of went to UMass maybe with a bit of a chip on my shoulder, thinking that the size was something I was going to take advantage of and use to my ability, and so that was the mindset with which I entered UMass. During my time at UMass, I developed a couple qualities that I think have become the core of my character, and I'd like to speak to those anecdotally just for a moment. Approaching my senior year at UMass, I was a hospitality and tourism major, and my childhood dream to become a high school teacher sort of resurfaced. Understanding that hospitality and tourism management might not be the best path to teach high school, I switched to become a history major so that I would teach high school history. To do this and to graduate in 4 years, during my senior year, I needed to take 14 classes instead of the traditional 10. And I went and met my new advisor in Herder Hall and explained my situation. And to my surprise, she not only encouraged me to do this, but not even knowing me, she showed confidence in my ability to go forward and do this. She offered me support by means of taking courses pass-fail, offering me tutors and things of that nature. So rather than spend an extra semester at UMass to earn my degree, the history department support set me up for a senior year that would test my abilities, that nothing had before. During that year, I read and wrote more than I had in the previous 3 years combined. To that point, I became the president of the UMass Ski and Board Club, which at that time, and I believe still now, is the biggest student-run organization on campus. And my advisor challenging me to take this course load and balance my commitment with the Ski and Snowboard Club, it instilled in me a tenacity that I was unaware I had. Being able to meet the high expectations that UMass placed on me during my undergrad years and then throughout my graduate program, it gave me the confidence to go forward, graduate, and found AMP for Education. Because I had that confidence, right now, as we're sitting here today, there's over 200 students in Nicaragua sitting in a school where they wouldn't have had the opportunity to continue school beyond the 6th grade. And again, to speak to what it's rooted in one conversation with a history advisor that I'm sure this woman never remembers. But having that sort of blind confidence and faith in me as a student gave me that sort of tenacity to be able to move forward and found AMP for Education. More importantly, the university empowering me has really directly contributed to the educations of hundreds and hopefully thousands in the future of students both in Nicaragua and in the United States. Also at UMass, I learned a lot about passion, and whether it was accounting, a culinary, or a European history course, every professor that I worked with really brought a deep love for their passion to campus. They showed it through conducting their own research, doing their own field work, or just really by radiating excitement about the things that they were passionate about. The diversity on campus exposed me to a myriad of interests that other students and classmates brought to the campus. Students bringing these different passions helped create an environment at UMass of acceptance and tolerance, and that really represents what I believe is the best in our campus community. UMass taught me a lot about passion and standing up for what I believe in despite any adversity. It really wasn't until I got to UMass and I met people who held jobs that I didn't even know existed that really opened my mind up to doing something that I loved for the rest of my life. The environment at Amherst was perfect to help me discover and chase my passion. It's led me to help American students find their strengths and discover their own interests and passions through service learning trips in Nicaragua with AMP for Education. UMass is where I found my passion for history. It's where I learned to love literature. It's where I got to rush the court in excitement when we beat the UConn men's basketball team my freshman year. UMass is where I met the love of my life. I'm going to marry next month. The passion of the faculty and and students around UMass is infectious in a way that chasing what you love just becomes part of the culture there. These characteristics are so important, but one final lesson I'd like to share that I've learned throughout my time at UMass is that if you're open-minded enough and you're willing to use the tools and the people that are right there in front of you, then the capability of one person to impact great change is really within all of us. Hopefully throughout my work that message has reached some Nicaraguan students as well as the young people in the United States with whom we work. So again, thanks to my family, friends, fiance, and the entire UMass network for really always getting the best out of me and empowering me to have a positive impact on others. This has really been a great afternoon for me personally, but I'd like to end with a line that I tell my high school students every day when they walk out of the classroom, and that is, I hope everybody in here has the best day of their lives. Thank you.